Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, welcome back to Diego Knows. I am, of course, M. Diego, and it's time to talk some more about Sex and the City. That's right, Sex and the City, that wonderful show from the late 90s, early 2000s. I'm Diego. I have reviewed every single episode of Sex and the City, all 94 of them. I did. And I reviewed the movie, Sex and the City, the movie. And I also reviewed that piece of shit fucking and just like crap abortion that was on TV. Um, I got through that too. Okay, but right now I'm doing the movie, the sequel, Sex and the City Part Two, the movie. Okay, which I got to be honest, it's not that good. It really isn't that good. All right, but I'm gonna go through all the details here, and what I do is I give you a straight man's point of view, which means that I'm gonna talk to you the way a normal person, okay, a normal man would react to this show. Now, fortunately for all of you out there, most straight guys did not watch Sex and the City. I was the only straight guy that I knew when the show first came out that watched it on a regular basis. Okay, a lot of my straight guy friends, yes, they watched it, but they watched it because their girlfriends were watching it. But they didn't like watch every fucking episode in order. They weren't caught up in the drama. They didn't know who the fuck was who. Okay, it was just like their girlfriends had it on, so they fucking watched it, but they didn't really know what was going on. Okay, I did. Okay, I knew about all these characters, all the relationships, who's fucking who's in love with who. Well, I knew all that shit. Okay, because I was a fan of the show. Now I started watching the show because I want to get laid, and it helped me give me a female point of view. Which helped a lot. It really did. It really did. So I watched Second City. I was a big fan of the show. And then the movies came out. So of course I saw this one. I went to the theater to go see this one as well. Okay, and so now I'm going to review it. All right. So now what I do here, like I said, is I give you a straight man's point of view. So I'm not going to bullshit here. I tell you the truth. Okay. So if you are easily offended, if you're easily triggered, if you're a snowflake, get the fuck out of here right now. I do not censor myself. Okay. I'm going to give you a big freaking dose of truth straight up, baby. And no lube. No lube. Not here. You ain't gonna find any here. All the way. Dry. The way you like it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay. No, but honestly, though, I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? So that might offend you. If so, suck it up, buttercup. Okay, I'm telling you the truth. That's what the world needs. The world needs some truth, okay? There's too much PC bullshit out there, okay? And honestly, this show really needs, it sends a horrible message to women. It sends some good messages too, but it sends some bad messages too. Things that are not gonna help you in life, okay? And don't take my word from it. Look at the people that did follow this shit. Okay, and look where they ended up. Okay, I'm not making this up. All right, a lot of this shit on here is bullshit. Not just the message, but also the way guys act. That was the biggest problem I had with the show. Is the way the men acted on the show. They did not act like men. They did not. They didn't. Their reactions were not like a typical human being, much less a man, would react that way. Or say those things. So a lot of what they got about the straight men, supposedly straight men, was wrong, completely false. And that was the biggest problem I had with the show. The show was written by gay guys, lesbians, and feminists. Okay, it was based on a book written by Candace Bushel, who basically went out in New York and fucked a whole bunch of guys and then wrote about it. Okay, yeah, she was basically fucking Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift was a thing. Yeah, she's the original, the OG Taylor Swift. Okay. So that's what she did, okay? And if you really look at it, you can tell that the four characters are basically four different aspects of Candace Bushel's personality. You got the sullen one, the pessimistic Miranda, okay? You got the girly girl, ditzy, rich airhead, fucking Charlotte, okay? You got the slut, who acts very aggressive. She doesn't act like a man. She acts aggressive. Okay, that's fucking Samantha. Okay, who's horny all the fucking time. And then you got Carrie, who's always fucking neurotic and worried and fucking and questioning everything and obsessive compulsive. Yeah, you got Carrie, who does all that shit. All right, so basically they're all the same woman. Okay, if you really pay attention to the show, you pay attention to the subtext of Sex and the City, you will notice, okay, that all her friends orbit around Carrie. Now, there's a reason for that. Okay, what I mean by that is you don't ever see Samantha hanging out with Charlotte. You never see Miranda hanging out with Charlotte. You never see Miranda hanging out with Samantha. You never see Samantha hanging out with Miranda. You know why? Okay, because because they don't fucking exist. That's why. Because these are all Carrie. Okay, they're all Carrie. They're all Candace Bushel. Carrie Bradshaw, CB, Candace Bushel, get it? So Charlotte York, New York, get it? Okay. Yeah, they play with the names too. So yes, a psychologist could say that the characters don't even exist. That all of them are Carrie. They're all the same person. That she actually sees people that aren't there. They're just aspects of her own personality. Okay, because like I said, you never see the other three girls doing things together. The only time you ever saw that was when Carrie went to France. Remember, to be with what's his name, fucking Alexander Petrovsky. Okay, then you saw for a couple of scenes, you saw the three girls sitting together talking to each other. Okay, with no Carrie around. But other than that, that's it. You never see them hang out. Okay, so they all revolve around Carrie. It's all about Carrie. Okay, they all orbit Carrie. Even her friends orbit Carrie. You know, and it's kind of weird. It's just kind of weird, and it's not realistic. Okay, it's not realistic at all. Okay, but anyway, so moving right along here. Okay, let's go back where we left off. Okay, so basically, Stanford and Anthony got married. Obviously, the girls showed up. It was a gay fucking wedding, so of course, Carrie dressed up like a man for the wedding. Liza Minnelli did the fucking show. She did the fucking song and dance. And yes, it was ridiculous. I know she's a talented woman, but she's like fucking 64 years old, dancing like fucking Beyonce in this movie. I've seen Beyonce on stage. I've been to one of her concerts before, and yeah, Liza Minnelli did not do put a ring on it. She didn't do that song any favors, not at all. Okay, but yeah, I do have a lot of respect for Liza Minnelli though. Just her family, her pedigree, and then all her awards that she's won. She's very talented, like her mother was. Okay, so all that's going on here. So where we left off here, they're about to leave I don't know what it is where the hotel they're staying at, wherever the wedding was going on. Okay, this is our last day there, so they're having brunch. Okay, like they always do. Charlotte shows up with the kids. Okay, all the guys are playing golf. All the husbands are playing golf. All right. Charlotte shows up with her kids. And of course, Samantha's upset. Samantha's over here doing product placement for Suzanne Summers' new book called Breakthrough. Like, who gives a shit what Christy Snow has to write? Okay. But yeah, at least it's not the Thigh Master, right? But anyway, yeah, so she holds it up for everyone in the audience can see the book with the publisher and the name of Breakthrough, by Suzanne Summers, okay? I'm surprised she didn't pitch her own fucking book, Satisfaction, The Art of the Female Orgasm, by Kim Cattrall and her husband, Mark Levinson, which they published in 2001, and I was stupid enough to go to Barnes & Noble and fucking buy it and read it, okay? And then, of course, Kim Cattrall and Mark Levinson divorced 3 years later. So it could have been that good of a book, right? I want my money back, Kim Cattrall. I want my money back. All right, anyway. Enough of the product placement. So the kids show up with Charlotte. Samantha doesn't want them there. She said, relax, the nanny will be here any minute. And then we see the nanny. Ooh. Oh, yes, we do. We see the nanny. Her name's Erin. Now, I think the actress's name is Erica Eve. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think that's who it is. I've seen her in a couple of things. I've never seen her look this good. I've never seen her look this good. Oh my God, I didn't recognize her at first. I saw her later on in Star Trek Journey into Darkness, the one where Benedict Cumberbatch played the fucking Mexican role of fucking Khan from fucking Star Trek. Yeah, the Ricardo Montalban role from Star Trek. Yeah, the only fucking character on Star Trek played by a fucking Mexican like me, and they gave it to a fucking white guy. Yeah, exactly. All right, but anyway, yeah, in that movie, she was she was the eye candy. Okay, come on, she was the eye candy. There's a scene where Captain Kirk, Christopher Pine, looks at her. She's in her fucking lingerie or some shit. And that was like, that scene was in the trailer. And it was just there to get the fucking horny 13-year-old boys into the theater, okay, to see the movie, okay? So I remember her from that. And then I remember she was on Daredevil. No, not Daredevil. Was it Jessica Jones or Iron Fist or some shit like that? She was on I think she might have been on Iron Fist. I think, like the Marvel show back when it was on Netflix. I know Disney Plus got all the Marvel shows back. It was part of the Daredevil universe. She played Typhoid Mary, so I want to say Daredevil, but I don't think it might be. I don't fucking know. It might be Jessica Jones, or it might be Daredevil, or it might be Luke Cage, or it might be Iron Fist. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't remember, okay? I think it was Iron Fist, though. But who gives a shit, right? Okay. She played Typhoid Mary, a comic book character. I'm a comic book maestro. I know everything about comic books, so yeah. Well, most everything. So yeah, that's my real fucking interest, not fucking Sex in the City, okay? But this show is fun because it challenges me. It challenges me to talk about relationships and about all the bullshit that women are being fed, okay, on the internet, but mostly on the media. It's fucking bullshit. Come on, man. And I was dumb enough to fall for it when I was in my 20s, but now I'm older. I'm like, oh my God, this is bullshit. This is total fucking bullshit. Anyway. Okay, so yeah, she shows up. Her name's Erin, and she's Irish. She got the Irish accent. I think she's actually British in real life, but she's doing an Irish accent here. And oh my God. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, whenever I talk about these women, about Samantha, how can she just walk in a room and pick whatever guy she wants and fuck him? Okay, no, she cannot. She's fucking 52 years old, for Christ's sake. Okay, this girl here is like 28 years old. Okay, and she's fucking drop dead gorgeous. Okay, and she's playing the ditzy blonde, you know, that Marilyn Monroe made very famous. Okay, but you know, I mean, come on. Come on, it's so funny. This bitch is gonna act like she doesn't know how hot she is. Of course she fucking knows how hot she is. She acts like she's completely oblivious to the fact that she's got big ass titties and doesn't wear a bra and wears a fucking a wife beater, a tight wife beater with her big ass titties bouncing up and down and her nipples popping out. Okay, of course men are gonna notice this. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is if she had been at the fucking party. Okay, little Nikki would have been fucking her and not Samantha. Okay, definitely not. Okay, this girl's fucking hot. Okay, this girl's a fucking 10. Oh, maybe a 9. Maybe a 9. Something about her face I don't like. But yeah, I mean, she's a fucking 9. Easy. Easy. I don't know what she looks like now, but this was 12 years ago. Okay, and she didn't look this good in Star Trek. Okay, or in Daredevil. Okay, but she looks super fucking good here. Maybe it's just the lighting. I don't fucking know. And I don't think her boobs were that big too in Star Trek. I think they put some padding there to make her boobs look bigger. You know. But yes, absolutely. The girls all noticed this woman with her big ass titties and her sexy Irish voice. Her name is the actress's name is Alice Eve. That's the actress that plays her. That plays Erin, the fucking nanny. Yeah, no bra. That's the way I like it. Now this is what I'm talking about. Now this is something for us. For the guys, I guarantee you, ladies, if there happen to be any straight guys in the movie theater when this movie came out, they definitely remember this girl. Okay, I remember her. I just remember her name. Okay, I remember her. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the fucking. This is what men find attractive. Okay. Fuck all this bullshit about the fashion and the purses and the Birkin bags and the Manolo Blahniks and the Chanels and the Dwars and the Louis Vuittons and the Oscar de la Rentas, you know, and the Vivian Westwoods, you know, and the Vera Wangs, you know. Fuck all that noise, okay? This is what's fucking sexy, okay? This is what's fucking sexy. Just her, okay? I don't give a shit what she's wearing. Don't wear anything. She's fucking hot, okay? Yes. She's fucking hot. That's what gets a guy turned on, okay? Look at her. Look at her, okay? I'm looking at her, okay? Yeah. That is what men like, okay? There's no secret, ladies. There's no secret here. Okay, it's pretty fucking obvious. Now, as far as her personality goes, as far as, you know, is she a gold digger? Is she a slut? Is she, you know, is she a caring person? Will she make a good mom? Okay, would she make a good wife? Is she faithful? Okay, what are her interests? All that shit, fuck all that noise, okay? If we like her, we'll get to know her later. Okay, right now we're just looking at what she fucking looks like. And yeah, you would call it shallow, I don't give a fuck. All right, this is the straight man's point of view, and this is how we think. Okay, first thing we look at is some guys are a leg man, some guys are ass man, some guys are tit man, some guys are face man. I look at everything. I look at everything. All right. So, and yeah, she got some nice titties. Okay, she does. She does. Okay, she does. Yeah, I could have fun with her. I could have a lot of fun with her. Of course, you'd never go out with me, but you know, a guy can hope, right? He can hope. Okay, I've dated girls that look like her. They're just not fucking ever been in movies. At least not those kind of movies. But we ain't talking about me. We ain't talking about me. All right. So, yeah, so she looks incredible. She fucks sexy as fuck. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, there was a heterosexual man involved in directing this scene. Okay, in casting this woman, this Alice Eve, and in directing this scene. There was a heterosexual man involved. I guess they snuck one in there, okay, to film this scene. Okay, good job. Whoever you are, good fucking job. I'm glad we finally get some representation. Something for us to watch for a fucking change instead of a bunch of middle-aged fucking a slutty bitch, alcoholic bitches complaining about fucking men all the time. All right? So anyway, so she shows up here, okay, and Samantha says, there ought to be a law against hiring a nanny like that. Okay, because she's fucking jealous. She just made this big fucking speech about how she, by the time that her friends, because she's the oldest one, by the time her friends are fucking 50 years old like her, she's 52. By the time her friends are 50 years old, she's going to be 35 because of all the vitamins she's taking, all the creams that she's putting on, and because she read the fucking Suzanne Summers book. All right, that's going to make her young. No, it's not, Kim Cattrall. It's not Samantha Jones. Okay, it's not going to make you young. Okay, it's not going to make you look like this girl. No, sorry. Anyway, So that's going on here. Okay, Carrie says like, yes, there is a law. It's called the Jude Law, which is a joke because if you remember, this is 2010. At that time, Jude Law, there was a scandal. Jude Law had cheated on his girlfriend, Sienna Miller, with the nanny. With the nanny, and you'll notice, and he ain't the only one that's done it. Ben Affleck has done this too. So it's fucking Gavin Rosedale. You know what's her name? Oh geez, what the hell? Who's you know what I'm talking about? The lead singer of fucking No Doubt. Why can't I fucking think of her name right now? Anyway, Gavin Rosedale, I think his name was. Gwen Stefani's ex-husband. Yeah, they all fucking cheated with the nanny, okay? Well, that's what happens when you hire a nanny that looks like this. Of course, the husband's gonna cheat on his wife. Okay, why else would you hire a nanny that looks like this, okay? I mean, duh. What the fuck? How could Charlotte be so fucking stupid? Why would you hire a woman who's younger and better looking than you, okay, to take care of your kids? What do you think that's going to do to Harry? How do you think he's going to feel? He's going to feel pressured, you know? He's going to feel, intimidated, maybe, and he's going to fucking get horny, okay? Okay, and he's probably not going to do anything because, he's married and shit, and, he's got a lot more to lose by fucking around. But that's not going to stop her from seducing him, you know? Yeah, ladies, don't hire a nanny who's better looking than you. Come on. That's marriage 101 right there. You know what the fuck? But I don't like, why would Charlotte do that, okay? Just no. Okay, what do you think these women do? That's what they do. Why do you think they become nannies? These type of women become nannies so they can fucking get the husband. That's why. I mean, what else? That's why they do it. Come on, this is fucking going. You walk right into this, Charlotte. Come on. Anyway, so she's there, and of course the girls are jealous, And by the way, Jude Law did his girlfriend Sienna Miller. She did a turnabout on him. She ended up fucking what's his name, James Bond. Daniel Craig. She ended up fucking Daniel Craig to get revenge on Jude Law for cheating on her with the nanny. And you know what? I'd never even heard of fucking Sienna Miller until this fucking scandal happened. This scandal's the best thing that ever happened to fucking Sienna Miller's career. Okay, because I didn't know who the fuck she was until we found out that Jude Law cheated on her. That was the first time I'd ever fucking heard of her. Okay, was that scandal. So she needs to fucking kiss Jude Law's ass for cheating on her. Okay, because otherwise nobody would know her fucking name. Sorry, but it's the truth. It's the truth. All right. Anyway, there's a scene there where Erin she's out there with the guys. They're all playing golf. They stop playing golf to look at her. She's playing with the kids. I think Lily's doing somersaults, and of course, Erin can also do somersaults. So can I, by the way, because I'm athletic. But she's doing somersaults and she's jumping up and down, and she's acting like she doesn't fucking realize that her tits are flapping up. Her big ass titties are flapping up and down, and it's turning the guys on. It's turning the husbands on. They're not playing golf anymore. They're just looking at her, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm getting fucking turned on too. And it's just like, come on, ladies. Like, okay, women that look like her, no, they fucking look like her. Okay, don't act all coy and pretend that we don't know what you fucking. I see girls like this at the gym all the fucking time, man. Why do you think they dress that way? Because they want attention. And this girl's getting it. This girl's getting it. She's getting attention. All right. She's getting it from the women too, from the wives. Okay. So so she's jumping up and down. The husband all shake. She's shaking her big ass titties. Sexy as fuck. Finally, something for us to watch. Okay. I'm tired of fucking Samantha. Watching some guy's ass pound her. I don't need to see that, okay? I have no problem watching women have orgasms, but the way Samantha does her orgasms is not sexy at all. It's stupid. Okay, you want to see some sexy orgasms? Fucking watch some of my home movies. No. Watch some porn. Okay, the girls in porn, yeah, I know they're probably faking it, but the girls in porn, they orgasm in a very sexual way that turns men on. Okay, not this. This is just stupid. It's like a fucking watching an animal die. That's what it is. Okay, anyway. So so that's going on here. And of course, she's oblivious to the fact how sexy she is. Charlotte gets jealous, and she does And she gets jealous watching the nanny do cartwheels, and all the guys are looking at her, and they are looking at her. Of course they are. I would too. Okay. Anyway, so Big and Carrie come home back to New York. They live in the 12th floor. They don't live in the penthouse apartment. They got rid of it. They moved a few floors down. So they're on the 12th floor of the same building, though. Okay, but they don't have the penthouse anymore. The one with the big closet that Big paid for, yeah, they ended up not using it. They moved into an apartment on the 12th floor, which also has a huge closet, but at least you can put his shit in there too. There's like one side for him and one side for her, which is better, I think. But it is a large walk-in closet. Okay, Big lays down on the couch, and he's reading the paper, and he's got his feet on the couch. Okay, Carrie wants to know where he's taking her out to eat tonight, because those are important things, you know. Well, I would tell you, Carrie, maybe you need to learn how to fucking cook. That's what I would say, but of course, I'm not Big. Okay, so she wants to know, where are you taking me out to eat tonight? Okay, no, literally, that's what she wants to know. Where are you taking me out to eat tonight? Okay, Big just wants to eat at home. You know, he's like, let's not go out tonight. I just want to relax, you know, eat at home, you know. And they have, he says, like, come on, what do we have to eat here? And she's like, he's like, we have nothing to eat here at home, you know. Well, of course you don't, Big, because Carrie doesn't fucking cook. She never learned how to fucking. You would think, okay, that after all this fucking time, that she would have learned how to fucking cook something, but no, she never fucking learned how to cook anything. Okay, what kind of fucking wife are you? No, I don't expect you to be home cleaning the house and having dinner ready for me, but god damn it. Okay, learn how to fucking make something, for Christ's sake. What the fuck else you got to do all fucking day, Carrie? What, write in your book? You don't look like you're in any sort of a fucking deadline. Okay, you write whenever you fucking feel like it. He's the one that goes to fucking work every day and makes all the fucking money that pays for everything. What do you spend your money on? On shopping. Why don't you take some fucking cooking lessons? I bet you your husband would be a lot happier. Because the last time I checked, he's the only motherfucker in there who knows how to fucking cook. God damn. All right. Okay, so that's going on here. He wants to eat at home. They have nothing to eat because Carrie doesn't fucking cook. Carrie's like, you knew when we got married that I was more Coco Chanel than Coco Avene. Okay, Coco Chanel, so that means you fucked Nazis? Really? You fucked Nazis, Carrie. Because that's what Coco Chanel did. She fucked Nazis. Oh, well, anyway. Okay, so he wants to stay home. And then now that she's confronted with the fact that she doesn't fucking cook, okay, she doesn't know how to cook. She doesn't want to learn how to cook for her husband, much less for herself. She decides this is the perfect opportunity to criticize her husband for having his feet on the fucking couch. Okay, now personally, I'd be the same way. I don't put when I'm wearing my shoes, I don't put my shoes on the couch when I'm sitting there. No, of course not. Okay, apparently this couch is extremely expensive. It took them 1.5 years to buy the couch for whatever fucking reason. I guess it must be some vintage something. I don't fucking know. But she gives him shit. She doesn't say anything about, oh, I need to learn how to cook. No, she says, hey, you know what? Your shoes are on the couch. You know. And Big, if I had been Big, I would say, oh, you mean this fucking couch that I fucking paid for with my fucking money? That's what I would have said. But no, she complains about his shoes being on the couch. So he takes his feet off the couch. Okay. And which is simp behavior. I mean, this guy, she's got him by the balls. Okay. He has no agency at all in this relationship. He basically does whatever the fuck she says. I mean, it's ridiculous. I could never be married to someone like Carrie Bradshaw. I like Carrie Bradshaw. I could be friends with Carrie Bradshaw. I could never be married to Carrie Bradshaw. Fuck no. It's all about, what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? Never about what I can do for you. Never about what I can do for you. What can you do for me? Where are you taking me out to eat? What are you going to buy me? Because I'm special. Where are you taking me? Where are you taking me on vacation? What the fuck? What are you cooking me for dinner? What the fuck? Oh my God. Hey ladies, you ever wonder why men aren't getting married anymore? This is why. Okay, one of the reasons anyway. Okay, so Yeah, so Big makes a joke. There's a knock on the door, you know, and she's like, "Who's that?" He's like, "Oh, I thought you was gonna be the shoe police." Well, basically, anyway, okay, so that's going on. Meanwhile, Brady is having a science fair. Okay, so we're at Miranda's house now. Magda's there, Steve's there, Brady's there. Like I said, he's in first grade or something, or second grade, something like that. And he built a cardboard maze, and there's a mouse in there. And that was a science project. Okay, so they're there. Miranda's going crazy on her cell phone. Okay, and she's stressed out. Okay. Apparently, there's going to be the science fair at school today. Miranda is not going to go like usual. She never goes to these things. Okay. She's stressing out about that senior partner that she mentioned at the wedding, about how this guy's making her life a living hell at work. He's a senior partner. He puts his hand up to her, like the talk to the hand thing, whenever she tries to talk to him. Okay, and she figures she's got to suck it up in order to become a partner herself in the firm. She has to do what he says just for the time being, because she's worked a long time at this place and she's worked very hard to get promoted, and she has to suck it up in order to get promoted. All right, so she's stressing out about that. Okay, and Magda's there, and Steve tells her that she can always quit. If she's not happy at her job, and then she can quit. She's like, "I'm a lawyer, Steve. That's who I am." No, that's what you do, Miranda. That's not who you are. Okay, you're a good lawyer, I think. Okay, but no, that's not who you are. Okay, that's what you do. Okay, and Steve says, "Oh, hey, life's too short. You need to go somewhere where they can appreciate you. You know, you can, in the meantime, while you're looking for another job, you can stay here and help out around here." And Magda does not like that at all. That's what her job. You take her job away from her. No, she's like, "No." Okay, Miranda's like, "I've waited too long. I have to suck it up." Okay, and then Brady gets disappointed when she tells him that no, well, Steve tells Brady. She says, "Is mom coming to the science fair?" And Steve's like, "No, your mom can't make it. Oh, you have to work. Mommy always has to work." You know, and you can tell that this bothers Miranda. Like, "Oh shit, I'm missing out on my kid's childhood." And I know. Trust me. I know. I fucking a few months ago, I missed my son had at his private school. He's in kindergarten, but he had and they call it an exhibition. "Daddy, we got an exhibition," So he's like, and I forgot about it because it was fucking stupid. And oh my God, just the disappointment on his face. Just like, dude, I can't do that. So I never miss his events anymore, ever, ever, because I know how bad that feels. I'm a father and I know how bad that is to miss out on your kid's childhood. You don't ever want to do that. It's so important. It's so important to be there for your children. I don't understand how the guys did it in the past. The guys that worked 16 hours a day, 12 hours a day, never saw their families. I know why they did it. They did it for their families. But what's the point of providing for your kids if you don't get to live life with your kids? They're not going to be kids forever. I mean, for me, yesterday I was fucking throwing my son up in the air. And now he's like half my height. So it's like, time, you got it goes by fast. It goes by, you don't want to miss out on it. You don't want to miss out on it. Okay. Okay. So, meanwhile, so later on at Miranda's job at her law firm, there's a meeting going on. Okay. And, this guy, this lawyer, he's explaining about some case. Okay. And the senior partner, I don't know his name, but the asshole senior partner is there. He's at the head of the table and Miranda's sitting there next to him. Now, Miranda is the only person at this table that, number one, is a woman. Okay, number two, she's the only one that's not wearing a suit. Okay, all the other guys at the table were in black suits, except for Miranda. She's wearing like a red dress. She's the only woman there. Not realistic. Okay, if you look at the statistics, more women graduate from law school and college than men do. Okay, so typically there would be at least as many women at a law firm in New York in 2010 as there are men. Okay, a phone call to HR would change this whole situation immediately, and it's bullshit. I don't buy it at all. Okay, so that's going on here. Okay, and so she's sitting there at this meeting, and the senior partner, Miranda, tries to talk, and the senior partner puts his hand to her fucking face, which there's so many times I would love to do that to her because I fucking hate her. Okay, and while she's talking, she's the only woman. Okay, and he tells this lawyer that was speaking earlier, Kevin. He tells Kevin that he wants Kevin to handle this particular case that they're talking about. And Kevin says, "Well, sir, it's actually Miranda's case, not mine." And he says, like, "No, it's the firm's case, and I want you to handle it. I'm the senior partner here." You know, and fucking Miranda puts her hand in front of his face. He's like, "Is there something you need to tell me in private?" He's like, "I don't think I need to tell you in private." You know, and we don't see the exchange, but I would love to have seen it. The very next thing we have is we're at the school, okay, and Miranda shows up at the school for the science fair, for Brady's science fair, and she gets there just in time. And Steve is shocked, and so is Magda, because Miranda never shows up to these things, okay, and she's there just in time to see Brady win first prize for his mouse maze. Okay, and then he looks over and he sees his mom. "Oh, mom!" You know, and he's so excited. You know, and she's like, "Oh, my son won!" You know, she's like, "I made it! I never make it!" You know, so she's kind of excited, and she tells fucking Steve that she quit. She's like, "Quit! I already called a headhunter. I'm gonna fucking, you know, they're gonna find me another job. I don't give a shit anymore. I don't want to be there anymore. I want to, do some other stuff." So yeah, so she finally quit her job that she was all stressed out about. Well, good for her. I don't like Miranda, but damn it, I understand. Like I just said a minute ago, I understand the importance of being a parent, being there for your kids. Okay, you never get that time back. What the fuck does it matter when you really think about your life? Okay, when you're at the end of your life, if you're lucky enough to be at the end of your life, to see it happening, you're going to remember what was the most important things. And the most important thing was not your fucking job. At least it shouldn't have been. It needs to be the people that you loved and the people that loved you. Okay, those are the most important things. Those are what make life worth living for, not your fucking job. Okay, the job doesn't fucking give a shit about you. Okay, the people in your life are the ones that give a shit about you, and those are the ones that are most important, and those are the ones you need to spend your time with. Okay, they take precedence over everything. I swear to God, I live my life that way, and I hope all of you do too. Okay, because jobs will come and go. Okay, and no matter how much money you make for your fucking corporation, okay, it's not going to change how your children feel about you. Okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, the people in your life matter more. Okay, so that's going on here. So she's excited, whatever that Brady won. Okay. All right. Next scene we have here is Charlotte. Charlotte's watching Aaron. She goes into the bathroom and she sees Aaron giving a Rose, Rose, 3-year-old Rose a bath, and Harry's there too. Okay, and she's getting a bubble bath. All right, and then all of a sudden Rose grabs the shower thingy, whatever, and she sprays fucking Aaron all over her chest with water. So now her nipples are showing out of her fucking tank top. And yes, it's sexy as fuck. It is. And they do it in slow motion. And of course, Aaron's like, oh, like that. Okay. But Charlotte looks over and Harry's right there. Harry's fucking checking out her titty. Harry's like, Harry's there and he ain't thinking about Rose right now. So Charlotte's upset. Now she's jealous. Now she's really angry. Okay, and she walks away. Okay, meanwhile, Carrie comes home. Okay, and she gets her book in the mail finally. The name of her new book is called I Do I? Okay, like she's having second thoughts about marriage. Well, yeah, this whole movie she's having second thoughts about marriage. Okay, but it does arrive in the mail, and there is a notation in there dedicated to all former single girls. That's what it says there, okay? Charlotte calls while this is going on. Now, Charlotte is in the kitchen with Rose and with Lily, okay, and they're making cupcakes. And for some stupid reason, Charlotte decides to take this opportunity right now while she's super fucking busy to call Carrie and have the phone like in her fucking ear while she's trying to do fucking 4 things at the same time, okay? She's making cupcakes, okay, and Lily's getting frosting all over the table. Okay, but Charlotte's too busy to realize it. And Rose is crying out, crying out loud. And Lily gets frosting all over her hands and she decides to fucking handprint her mom's ass. Yes, she handprints fucking Charlotte's ass while she's on the phone complaining to Carrie about whether or not it was a bad idea to hire a sexy nanny in her house. Because she's afraid that Harry will be tempted. Well, when Charlotte gets the handprints on her ass, she turns around and she yells at her daughter, Lily. She's like, "The skirt, Lily, it's vintage! I don't know what the fuck that means. But Carrie's just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, Charlotte. Oh, like someone died or something. It's a fucking who gives a shit? It's a fucking Valentino. I don't know who the fuck that is. All right. So anyway, so she tells Carrie, I'm gonna call you back, and she hangs up, and then she fucking lays it into fucking Lily. Now Lily's probably what, 6 years old, maybe 6 or 5 years old, and she's like, look what you did, like that to Lily. Okay, so now this little girl is fucking terrified of her mom. Okay, and Rose is crying like crazy. Fucking, she's screaming to the top of her lungs like always. So Charlotte needs to give herself a timeout. She runs into the pantry and closes the door. Okay, and she just has a meltdown. She just starts crying. Like, she can't handle this. I don't get it. You have a fucking nanny. Why are you even doing this? Why can't you call Carrie later on? Okay, and instead of when you're trying to make cupcakes, or why didn't you have her on speakerphone? That way you didn't have to have your hand full. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. Like, I'm a parent and I wouldn't do that. There's a time when you talk to people and a time when you're fucking doing things with your kids. All right. So she has a fucking meltdown. Even though she has a professional nanny that lives with them, she can't handle being with her kids for a couple of minutes. What the fuck? Yeah, talk about rich privilege. Yeah, that's some rich privilege for you right there. So she's crying in the cabinet, in the cupboard. And she's holding her hand holding the door closed. Lily's trying to open. Mommy, come out, and she won't. She's like, I need a minute. Mommy's going to be in here for a minute. She's crying. And then finally the door gets thrust open, and it's Erin. Erin shows up, the nanny. She shows up. She opens the door. And one look, where Erin looks at fucking Charlotte's face in tears. Like, obviously, Charlotte's been crying her ass off in there. And Erin automatically figures out what's going on. She's like, okay, hey, kids, come. I want you to hang out in my room right now. That kind of. She grabs the kids and takes them to her room, which was a damn good thing. And even Charlotte, even though Charlotte's jealous of this woman, even Charlotte's thankful that Erin showed up to save her from her fucking meltdown. I understand the stresses of being a parent. Y'all know this. If y'all have kids, you know what it's like. Sometimes it's just too much, man. I know. Sometimes you got to take that time out. Just don't take it out on your kids. Just don't do that. Okay. But yeah, so she's actually grateful that Erin showed up. So she really doesn't know what to do. She doesn't want her there, but she needs her there. It's weird. Okay, so anyway, so that's where we are. I'm going to stop my review right now, and I will be back shortly to give you some more review of Sex and the City Part 2. Thank you for watching this long, and I'll see you soon on the next one. Bye.